Hi, I'm Elgin Adlard and we're here today at Sandford Mill Nature Reserve. I work for Chelmsford City Council Parks and this is a site that we look after along with many others. And we're going to get a sneak peek into this site as it's not normally open to members of the public. So we're outside the pump house now, and this links to the wildlife on site because the habitats we've got wouldn't be present without the history that's developed over the years. So in the 1920s, the site was bought by the Chelmsford Corporation, and that was they developed it as a waterworks. And previous to that, it had been a watermill, and it was referenced in the Domesday Book. And then by the 1950s, it was expanded, and the new pump house behind us was built. And then it started to close down in the 1980s. It was the bigger facility, Hanningfield, was built, and that was what led to the development of the Nature Reserve as the site was left to its own devices. So here behind us we've got the storage tanks that were a remnant of when this was a waterworks, and they're really a home now to a wide variety of birds. So out there today we've got heron, there's gulls, so we often see cormorant and other birds, and they use it for fishing and also sort of settling around the edges as well. So it's a really good opportunity to spot them today. Okay, so here we are in one of the 4 settling tanks from when this site used to be a waterworks, and you may notice as we go around that some of the soil is in fact white, and that's due to the fact that there was lime added in the water purification process, and as a result of that it creates quite an interesting and unique habitat for Essex, which is calcareous grassland, and that soil promotes certain species. So we have lesser spotted orchids, we've got bee orchids, we've got hedge bed straw and many other wildflowers particular to this kind of habitat. Also within the settling tanks there is woodland, and there's a pond and many other habitats, and these support a wide range of wildlife including birds, bats, small mammals, insects, and even quite a lot of reptiles as well. Okay, so as we walk around the site, you may notice there are lots of berries and other sorts of food for different animals, for small birds and small mammals. We've got an abundance of blackberries behind us here, and that's included, we've got elderberries, there's apples, hawthorn berries, and these all provide a rich variety of food for a wide variety of animals, and that's what makes it a really great site for a huge amount of wildlife. So we've come down into the education area on site, and this was developed in 2016 as part of one of our corporate sessions with Ford, and they brought 100 volunteers, which was our biggest volunteer session that we've ever ran, and they did lots of different projects on site, developing the site for educational purposes. So here behind me you can see there's a pond. We've got a pond dipping platform which are used for school groups and such like, and then there's also seating. Also a number of other projects on site include fencing, there was a fire pit put in, there's another area of meadow cleared, and many other projects beside, and it was a really successful day, and we hope to run more of these sorts of one-off corporate sessions in the future. So also on site we've got channels of the River Chelmer, as you can see behind us, and they're remnants of when it was a watermill. And they're a really great habitat for a wide range of wildlife as a connecting feature to other sites. So they're really important for birds, bats, and also fish, which can be seen swimming in the water. So the site is looked after mainly by a dedicated bunch of regular volunteers. They help to keep footpaths clear, they help to clear the meadow areas, keep trees from growing in them, and also surveying the wildflower areas, which is really important so we know how the management is coming along. And if you would like to get involved in volunteering, then go to our website, chelmsford.gov.uk.